Welcome to the newest episode of Cooking with Kyle. Today, we'll be making cherry cobbler. So, the first thing you want to do is buy a cherry cobbler. This one I bought off of Daniel Kaiser from the band fundraiser. So I've opened my cobbler. Ta-da! I also removed the plastic wrap because, I don't really want melted plastic in my cobbler. The instructions on the box say 350. Well, actually, I don't even have to do anything with it. If I wanted, I could just let it thaw and eat it. Or I could put it in the microwave. But I feel like ick. So, I'm going to do it in the oven. 350 degrees for 25 to 30 minutes. So we're going to come over here and we're going to bake. Oh, look, it's already at 350. And so I'm going to hit start. And we're going to let it warm up. And while we're waiting on it to preheat, we're going to get we're not going to throw the box away, because if you throw the box away, then you're inevitably going to need to look at the directions again. So we're going to lay the box right here so that when we forget how long it says, we don't have to dig it back out of the trash. And I'm going to get a baking sheet to put it on. Now, believe it or not, these do exist in my house. So I'm going to lay this out here, center this on the sheet, and I'm just going to let it thaw a little bit while the oven is preheating. And we'll come back when the oven is preheated. So I decided that while I'm waiting on the oven to preheat, that I'm hungry. I haven't had dinner yet. So I'm going to have me a cheddar smoked sausage. Normally I prefer Johnsonville better with cheddars. But, the times we're living in right now, they weren't available. So I'm going to pull out one of these smoked sausages. Cheddar smoked sausage. Made with pork, turkey, and beef. So, sounds like it's vegan to me. So I'm going to take this, and this is like the key part, so that your hot dog doesn't explode and make your microwave all messy. Or your smoked sausage, excuse me. Take your fork and put a few little holes in it. Because if you do that, then it lets some of the steam out of the skin. And then we're going to take it over to our microwave. You could also do this on the skillet, but that makes a lot more dishes. So we're going to put this in the microwave, and I don't know how long. I think the other day when I did one of these, about 45 seconds was good. Now, while we're waiting on that to cook, we can get our bun ready. And these are bunny bread hot dog buns. Oh, look, enriched buns. That means that these buns deserve to be in a separate class with other buns that are also enriched so that they can learn more advanced material, or material maybe not different, but just at a faster pace. So we spread open our bun, and then perfect timing here. Our sausages cooked, and would you look at that? Just look at that sizzling hunk of meat. So we're going to take that and we're going to roll it right into our bun. Well, did you hear that? That was saying that the oven is preheated. So we're going to open our oven very carefully so we don't burn ourselves, and slide our cobbler in there. And we're going to say timer. What did the box say? 25 to 30 minutes. So I'm going to go with 24, because that's what it's on. And then we'll check it in a little bit and see. I don't know if it's going or not. I think it's going. Yeah, I think it's going. Okay, so back to our sausage. So the only acceptable condiments to put on a hot dog or a smoked sausage of any kind, especially one that has cheese in it, is relish. And it must be dill relish. Get out of here with that sweet relish stuff. It's not worth it. And mustard. I prefer Plotchman's mustard over this French's, but, you know, the times we're living in. So you take your fork and you take this out. And it's very important that you put the relish on first before the mustard, because you can't spread the relish out as well if the mustard's already on there. And presentation's everything, so we want it to be pretty. Then we take our mustard and we're gonna, we have to shake it, because if we don't shake it, we get that mustard juice, and mustard juice is not good. So we're gonna drizzle our mustard. Oh, look how beautiful that is. And then top this plate off with some Lay's barbecue flavored chips. You don't have to get Lay's, because the Walmart brand chips, especially the barbecue kind, are just as good. But there we go. Yeah, that part right there would have been a lot cooler if I knew how to do some time lapse. Oh well, I'm not as neat as Dave. Look at that. Getting all nice and gooey. About halfway done. All right. Okay, time's almost up. This has been 24 minutes. Okay. All right, let's check on it. Well, still pretty gooey. Maybe starting to get a little bit done around that edge. I think I'm going to turn it. I'm going to probably burn myself. I don't know if turning it really is going to do any good or not. I just feel like maybe I should. All right, so I don't know. So it said 25 to 30 minutes. It's been about 24. So let's put it in. I'm going to set the timer for another 5 and come back and check on it. Okay, I don't think it's set. Maybe you just do that. I don't know. Oh, there we go. See, I don't use this oven very much, so. Okay, I hear the dogs, I think. Let's see. Nope, they're just still roaming around the yard. Okay, so I just heard the Cobbler beep, the timer, so let's shut it off again, and let's check on it. Well, so it still looks pretty gooey in the middle. You can see it bubbling around the edge a little bit, but look at how the middle is still really jiggly. I think I'm going to leave it a little bit longer. You know, these box directions are notorious and recipe directions for never being right on how long. I think I'll do, I don't know, let's just do 5 minutes again and see. We'll come back and check it. You guys better actually want in this time. Yeah, there's one. Where's Fib? Fib! You want in? Okay, time to check it again. Well, it looks a little more dry around the edge. It's pretty bubbly in the middle. I think I'm gonna give it just a little bit longer. Not much longer. I'm not even gonna set the timer. Okay, so it's been a couple more minutes. I think I'm gonna take it out. I don't really know if it's totally done or not. It's still really bubbly. Which, you know, it's a cobbler. It has a little bit of liquid in it. You can see that it's getting a little bit, you know, a little bit brown around the edges. I'm going to let it sit here and cool for a little bit before I plate it so that it's set up a little bit more when I make the plate. Okay, so it's cooled off some now, so I'm not exactly sure what to use, whether to use a spoon or a knife. I've chosen a spoon here, so this could be disastrous, I don't know. And so I'm going to kind of cut out a chunk. Yep, definitely spoon was the right choice. It's pretty liquidy inside there. I got a little bit of a crispy edge. Corner pieces are always the best in my opinion. And we're gonna lift it out. So this cobbler really is just cherry pie filling type stuff on the bottom and a top crust. It does not have a bottom crust on this cobbler. So I flipped that over so you could see it. Now you've got a little bit of a messy plate. So now I also have some LDI vanilla ice cream. Shout out to Nikki for saving my life and reminded me that I needed to have vanilla ice cream to go with my cobbler. So I'm going to take a couple scoops of this ice cream here as well. And there you go. There you have cherry cobbler with vanilla ice cream. This has been another episode of Cooking with Kyle.